cord actually, where there are more numbers and figures that you can kind of look through as well. But yeah, so that is basically what your job is. It's to basically share information about these products and about the MHH services and get people started on their journeys, basically. Okay. So one thing that's really important to know is that obviously it's not just weight loss. You've used yours for weight loss. You've used the products for weight loss. So for you, I think probably for a lot of people, weight loss is a big audience for them, especially because we're women, we know other women, like we all know somebody who wants to lose weight, it's, however, it's really important not to pigeonhole yourself that this is just a weight loss product. This is a health and nutrition product, okay? Yeah. So talking about the health benefits and sharing like the healthy side to the business and sharing some other testimonials other than weight loss and stuff is very important as well. So, it's just important. A lot of people, especially if they've used the products to lose weight, get it in their minds that it's a weight loss product, but it's so much more than just a weight loss. I would probably say like 70% of my customers, 75% of my customers are weight loss, but there is still that kind of 20 to 25%.
Yes.
25 to 30, bloody hell, sorry. 25 to 30% that are, for skin, hair, nails, and just general well-being. So it's just really important.
Okay.
Basically, we use social media. You've watched what I've been doing for a while. You've seen what I've been doing. You've been a customer of mine for a while, so you know kind of what I do. So I literally promote the products, but in a non-Juice Plus sense. So I use a lot. I just very rarely use the words Juice Plus. I talk about MHH. I talk about plant-based protein. I talk about my magic beans. I talk about things like that. Now that's not because I'm ashamed of Juice Plus or want to hide that it's Juice Plus. Nothing to do with that. It's purely because it creates more of an intrigue, and what we offer is a lot more than just the Juice Plus products. We offer the programs, the recipes, the app, the website, the support group, all these things. Like a lot of other distributors don't offer things like that. So it's more, so to say it's just Juice Plus products, we'd be selling ourselves a little bit short. So that's why I do a lot of my promoting by MHH. You'll see the odd time it comes up where I'll say JP, or you'll have actual physical pictures of the products where you can see that it's Juice Plus. Generally speaking, I run it all from like the MHH Gold Plan and the MHH program, etc.
On your post, you can actually like click on where you would put like the link, and then it would take them to like the MHH sort of website and that. How do I go about doing that? Because obviously at the moment I'm sort of doing things like you say. Obviously I'm writing Juice Plus and things like that on what I'm doing. Obviously taking pictures of my shakes and my boosters and that. But I noticed is it Carol? I think she's been putting a lot of things on there, sort of like doing hashtag, loads of different things like hashtag health, hashtag MMH, and I think, I don't know how to do all that yet.
So hashtags, I don't know how massively hashtags work on Facebook. It's more an Instagram thing, but I do hashtags. And basically, hashtag My Health Hub, for instance.
Yeah.
If anybody was to click on that hashtag, it would come up. Anybody else that's used that hashtag, their posts will come up, basically.
Okay.
You put a hashtag and then you write in one word straight after the hashtag what it is that you're. It works a lot on Instagram. People search Instagram based on hashtags a lot of the time. So if they want clean recipes, they will search hashtag clean recipes.
So it's not like an actual link that I've had to copy and paste into Facebook. It's just you put hashtag and then I don't understand them how it works. So you just do
what hashtag you put on if you want to use them. I put the link to the website sometimes, but that's literally just a case of typing the link www.my-healthhub.com
right.
if you want, and then people can have a look on the website. Now, anybody who inquires through the website comes to me. I always ask them how they've heard of us. So if they say, I saw on Amy Pullen's Facebook, that person would get sent back to you. I always ask people how they heard of us. But it is a good, because there is information on there about the products, about what we offer and things like that. But it's not, again, that's not compulsory either if you don't want to. But yeah, so it's just really about, I mean, I know you've watched a social media video, and like I say, it was a long time ago, so I can't remember exactly what I cover on there. So I don't want to like repeat the same information to you too much. But with regards to social media, it's just really important to make sure you're posting consistently and regularly. Now, what's consistent and regular to you to everybody is individual. Okay, so I post quite a lot naturally on social media. I've been doing this a long time. Okay, when I started, it was very alien to me. It was very something I wasn't used to doing. It was something that I had to really consciously do. But most people start like that. I mean, then you get the odd person who literally just uses Facebook all the time anyway. So for some people, it's just a case of changing what they're posting about. But for me, it was a case of like, I wasn't using it an awful lot. So I did have to completely change the way I had to, and it was a very conscious thing. I had to consciously think, oh God, it's lunchtime, I should probably put a post up, okay? Now it's just second nature, really. But also whatever's consistent to you, whatever is good for you now, be consistent with that. So if you say to yourself, right, I'm going to make sure I put up, let's say, for example, argument's sake, 3 MHH posts a day. Yeah, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. Use that as an example to start off. Then stay consistent with that. Do you know what I mean? Rather than doing like 3 one day, 1 another day. Then think, crap, I've got to make up 2 from yesterday, so I'll do 5 one day. Be whatever it is that you're doing, just be consistent with it. And I don't mean that by like putting up the same posts all the time or the same type of post. Like, what your post can vary, but just make sure that you're getting yourself into a bit of a habit. Now, I know, because I've done this business whilst having a young baby, and I'm about to do it again. That's not always, life doesn't always run like clockwork and run to routine when you've got a little one. And often you can be in a really good routine with little ones, and then they can throw it all up and throw a spanner in the works, and it can all go to pot. So there's a great app called Buffer, Buffer. Now, and that pre-posts for you. So I've stopped using it. But I used to use it all the time. So I now only use it if I know there's going to be a day that I'm not going to be on my phone much. For instance, it's my niece's christening on Sunday, and I'm godmother, and I know that most of the day it's not going to be appropriate for me to be on my putting up faith. I'll be, but I still want a presence on social media. So I'll probably do Saturday night, or on Sunday morning when we're in the car travelling up to the christening. What I will probably do is set up some posts in Buffer. Now, there'll be the more generic posts, maybe some testimonials and things like that. And what I do is you literally upload them. You upload the picture, you upload the caption, and then you tell Buffer what time you want it to post it, and it will do it for you automatically.
Yeah, brilliant.
The only the downside with Buffer, and the reason why because I used to religiously use it. The downside with Buffer is that it doesn't get Facebook don't show Buffer posts to as many people.
Right. Okay.
So Facebook have like a kind of a priority list, I suppose. So if you do a Facebook Live, if you do a live video on Facebook, that will be shown because obviously Facebook control who gets the notifications that you're live and things like that. Like, we don't control that, Facebook do it. So if you do a live video, because they want lots of that kind of content on their platform, that will get sent. So loads more people will get that notification that you're live on Facebook, than if I had recorded a video and uploaded it. Okay, so Facebook Live would always get shown to more people than a pre-recorded video.
Yeah.
However, a pre-recorded video will always get more exposure than a status that's a picture with a status.
Right. Yeah.
But a status with a picture will get more shown to more people than just a text status.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes Instagram. So if you are using Instagram, if you there's a button to click. You don't have to use Instagram. I've only just now started using it. Some people are quite clued up on Instagram. I'm not.
I haven't got it, I'll be honest.
No, yeah, so don't worry about it. Just stick with Facebook for now.
Yeah.
So I won't even talk about it. But then buffer's the last thing. So if you buffer a post that's got a picture and a text, that won't get shown to as many people as if you put it up quickly.
Yeah. So I could sort of use that, at least I suppose in a way, use that if I know I'm going to have a busy day, like if someone's birthday and you're going to be out, use that for sort of emergencies. But generally, I mean, most of the time I'm sat around here anyway. So, you know, I'm going to have the time that obviously, like if I was away this weekend, for example, and something like that, where I know I'm not going to have signal, that sort of thing, I suppose it's handy.
It's a really good tool.
Yeah.
But rely on it, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I relied on, before I learnt that, I've used Buffer every day. Like I would put up my generic MHH post, like testimonials, if I'd found a good healthy living quote, my positive quotes in the morning, like all things like that, I would buffer the night before. That's what I used to do. And then I'd fill in the gaps with like what I was having for lunch, what we were having for dinner, what I was up to in the day with Zachary. So but when I learned that buffered posting, and I still got customers, I still got, you know, so it's not dire. It's not like, and if you're, we'll get you started without using it really. And then if you're finding, oh God, I'm really struggling to remember to post at sort of the better times of day, then we can tweak it and we can say, right, well, maybe we should start using Buffer for your afternoon post, or do you know what I mean? So things like that. Now, you, your customer, your audience on social media are not used to you posting. It's going to be changing. The way you're going to be posting and using your social media is going to be changing. Okay.
Yeah.
Whereas you probably posted more irregularly now and again, and
I'd mainly just sort of post if I'd done something, you know, like gone away for a weekend, put a few pictures up, or it was someone's birthday, you know, put that sort of thing. But generally now, I think, oh, are people just going to get sick of it?
Right. I'll be brutally honest with you. Yes, some people will. Some people are, oh God. Some people don't like you seeing people's posts about promotional posts, you know. However, I promise you will be helping and inspiring way more people than you will be annoying, firstly.
Yeah.
So I would say that I would say 100 million% in the 4 years that I've been doing this business, yes, there have been people that have unfriended me on Facebook. Yes, there have been people that have unfollowed me on Facebook. Still stay friends, but unfollowed me. However, I wouldn't be able to tell you a single one of those people's name. I wouldn't be able to tell you who. I wouldn't be able to tell you how many. So has it really had an effect on my life? Absolutely no way. However, has this business had a really positive impact on my life? Absolutely. So it's weighing up that pros and, you know, like the pros and cons. Some people take that, some people struggle with like that. I don't really want to annoy people, but don't see it as annoying people. Like,
they don't have to read it, do they? If they just scroll through, can't they?
Exactly. And if you get any negativity at all, I mean, some people do, some people don't. I don't at all anymore, just because people know how passionate I am about the products and services and things like that. Just delete it.
Sorry, I'm just grabbing my phone charger quickly because it's just come up saying 10% battery. I was like, oh no. Hang on 2 seconds. Right, keep talking. Yep.
That's just delete it. If you get anything, you'd literally just delete it. But I promise you are going to be, I get so many people say, my God, I love your Facebook. It makes such a change from people being miserable and moaning about their lives all the time. Do you know what I mean? And actually, there are so many people on Facebook that are just so bloody miserable. Oh,
I totally agree. Yeah, I know what you mean. And they tend to only post things that, I know what you mean. There's just a lot of people out there that, well, I mean, already since I've been posting things, they're like, oh, you know, that is so good. I'm glad that you're doing that. And so hopefully, you know, you'll get those types of people that it'll work for.
Should have sat and had a flip through your Facebook, what you've done already. I haven't sat through. I think I've seen a couple of posts you put up. I think one of you were going away with a booster.
Yep.
But I haven't really, I don't think I've seen much else. So I will have a little look. But yeah, you will be, honestly, it's such a positive thing to do, and you'll be inspiring people. So to just staying consistent is really key. Like with your social media as well, the way you've got to look at it is it's your shop window. So it's very, very important to reflect you. So you don't want it to be a real generic Juice Plus, MHH, robotic kind of status. I want to be able to look at your profile and I want to be able to know who you are. Okay. So if you looked at my profile, you probably know that I was a mum. I've got a baby on the way. We're doing up our house. Do you know what I mean? I like to go on a holiday. I like cooking clean meals. Like, you would be able to tell me without knowing me, you would be able to tell me some stuff about me, and that's from my social media. So it's really important that you are projecting you, and that doesn't mean you have to lay bare your whole life and bare your soul on social media. That's not what I mean, but
just little things, like you say. If I've done like a baby century, because I've got that on Friday with Logan, so I could just put things like that on there and just sort of done baby century today, or just little things like that, I suppose, isn't it? Without putting too much.
You don't want to be robotic, because people buy off people. It's really important that people know who you are and feel like that I get people who I've so I do a lot of adding. I add to my social media all the time. Every day I add to my social media. So I do a lot of networking with like people, friends of friends mainly. So people who I've got a lot of mutual friends in common with, but I don't necessarily know them. I do a lot of building on my notes on my network. The reason why I do that is because if you don't, you're talking to the same few people all the time, and your business isn't going to grow.
Yeah.
Think of it like going to a pub, going to a restaurant, and walking into a restaurant you've never been in before, and then them saying to you, I'm really sorry, have you been here before? And then you're not one of our regular customers, and you say, no, we've just moved to the area, we're new. And they say, sorry, we only like to promote our services to our regular customers. It's just we're promoting what we're doing. It's really important to broaden your audience all the time.
Okay.
But you want people, so when you're doing that, you want people to be able to feel like they're getting to know you, because then they're going to more comfortably approach you, and they're going to more comfortably buy products from you. Like I literally speak to people, and they message me as in like, as if they know me for years, when actually I don't. It's because they know me through social media. Do you know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
Just when you post, and just be kind of aware of that. Like that is just as important as posting like testimonials and things like that.
Okay.
Come second nature eventually. It will probably feel a bit alien to start off with, or it might not. Like if it doesn't, great. If it does, it will become just second nature for you eventually, honestly, I promise. So but we've got to think of your social media as your shop window. So think of how, if you were to open a shop, a health and nutrition shop, in Reading Town Centre, how would you want it to look? You'd want it bright, you'd want it colourful, you'd want it well presented, you'd want it clean, you'd want the lights on, do you know what I mean? You'd want your opening times on the door, you'd want it to look, you'd want a nice sign and painted frame, do you know what I mean? You'd want it to look good and want it to look professional. So that is how your social media needs to be as well. So if you notice, I make sure, my dinner tonight wasn't well presented, I'll be honest, got big massive lumps of cauliflower and I just couldn't get it to look really pretty. But I work on the presentation. I'll think about, and I don't mean I'm no bloody master chef, don't get me wrong, but if you see my plate compared to the kids' plates and Craig's and the kids is literally mine's my rice will be put in a nice neat circle, and it's just little things like that. And then I'll take a picture of it. I always take my pictures square, then I put a white border around them. Not saying you have to do all of that, but just take a bit of time with presentation, maybe put a filter on it as well so it looks really bright and vibrant of your dinners, because you want people to look at that and think, oh my God, that looks amazing. I really want to eat I really want to do what Amy's doing. Amy's losing this weight. Amy's losing her baby weight, and she's eating all this nice food. I need to be a part of that. Whereas if it's just how, you know, like some food you can literally just like a bolognese. You can definitely make a bolognese a lot prettier than what it can be.
Yeah.
You know, so whereas if it looks like, I mean, if it looks like not that appealing, then it's not going to draw people in more. So, you know, like if you've made a really bright, vibrant, colourful shape, like pop things like that up and like, look at the colour of this, like so much better than beige toast. Do you know what I mean? And then being like, oh, actually, I would much rather be eating that than beige toast, you know? So it's just all about thinking about things like that, just making it really attractive. But reflecting your personality as well. And that's not necessarily going to be something that happens overnight. Like, if you look at my social media now to what it was 4 years ago, it's completely different. So I have grown over time. But the more attractive it is, the more you will attract. It's attraction marketing, basically. The more attractive it is, the more people will be attracted to it. And you want people to be attracted to what you're doing.
Okay.
So posting testimonials and stuff is really important as well. But I'm going to show you where to get those from now. So what I'm going to do, they're kind of some fundamentals about social media, really. What I'm going to do with you now is share my screen with you. I hope that's okay. And there we go. Can you see that, babe?
Yep, it's fine.
Perfect. Okay. So you're posting away on social media and things like that, and then people come up to you, they message you, and they message you and want to know a bit more about what it is that you're doing. So I actually can't see you at all. I'm going to try and get you so that you're still on my, there we go. Oh, now it's really tiny, isn't it?
That's all right, I can still see it, yeah.
Make it big. I don't want to be able to not see you. It feels a bit weird. I feel like oh, there we go. That's a bit better.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. I feel like I'm talking to myself otherwise. So yeah, you're posting on social media. Now that long-winded, really probably a bit annoying document that you've read, that it's like, okay, this is like repeating itself. The reason why I said it's important to read through is because you kind of you'll get an understanding of what we say to potential customers, basically. So that is not an exact science, okay? So basically, it's a guideline. I mean, you can use the wording that's in there. But that is information to send to potential customers.
Yeah, and I thought that was brilliant, because do you remember I sent you a few of the messages that I was talking to with one of my Facebook friends about it, and she was just like, oh, can you tell me about the boosters? And I thought, well, I know how they work, but sometimes I'm not great with wording things. And obviously scrolled through that post because I've got that saved on my phone now. I scrolled through it, found all the information on the booster, just copied and pasted that over. She was like, oh, right, yeah, that's great. Yeah. And I find that's so much easier. It saves you typing it all out, doesn't it, as to what it is. So, 100%. Yeah, I found it brilliant.
What it's designed to do. And I must admit, I think that's the area a lot of people struggle with, is having the right kind of conversations with people. I often have it, if we get to a point where you're like, I'm having loads of inquiries, but they're not converting to customers. Generally, I don't mean you personally, but like anybody, generally speaking, it's because of the conversations you're having, okay? So very rarely would I say that if you had a lot of interest, no customers, it's something to do with the way the conversation's going, okay? So what I do when that happens to people is I sit down with them, I work with them, I would say, right, okay, this is how I would change. Like I went down with one of my girls and I looked at what she was putting in, information she was putting, she was just killing any piece of information she had about any product in the world, and any picture about these products were just going into Facebook messages. And I was like, nobody is going to sit and read that. Do you know what I mean? So I taught her how to make it more simplistic, you know, and since she's changed the way that she's talking to people, lo and behold, she's getting order after order. Do you know, she's getting more orders in. So the way we talk to people is really, really important. So it's important to build relationships, okay? So what we don't want is, hi, hun, say somebody messaging you and say, oh, what's all this MHH all about? And you just going in for the kill, sending them a long-winded email, loads of information from that document that's about weight loss. Like, You know that they want it for a while. You've got to, and what you did in your messages were really good. Like, you're having a conversation with somebody. If you message me, when you messaged me and approached me about the product,
I was like, oh no, someone's messaged me. What do I
do? Yeah, I wasn't that quick in replying either. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I think I did what I needed to.
You did a really, really good job. Really good job. So, but when somebody messages you, it's just important just to build a relationship with them first. You want to find out a bit about them. Like, you don't want to, if you'd have just messaged me out of the blue and said I can't even remember what, because it was so long ago, I can't remember how our conversation went, but if you'd have just said to me, hi, I'm really interested in losing, I'm having a baby soon, I'm really interested in losing some baby weight, and I just went, boom, and sent you a load of information about the product, you probably would have been like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
But what it's very important to, okay, I'd love to send you some more information about our products. Like, they're all completely natural. Brief overview, like, what do you want to achieve? What are your goals? If they've already said to you that, you know, they want to lose weight or whatever.
Yeah.
I always ask them a bit more, like, how much weight? How much do you want to lose? Do you have any time scales? Like, what are your, like, I'll show you, I'll give you an example. So I need to reply to this girl, to be fair. So it's this girl here. So, she won a competition one on Facebook, so well done. Hiya, hun. I see all these people losing weight in such short time. I've been trying for a long time. Wouldn't mind starting up on something once I've got some spare cash. Could you give me prices so I know what to save, please? If I then just sent her the information to send to potential customers about weight loss that's in that document, that, okay, if you want to use my health hub for weight loss as well as nutrition, if I'd have just sent her that, kind of not personal. So I put, hi, hun, thanks for the message. Love to send you some more information, babe. We have a whole range of products and programs to help people lose weight and, more importantly, keep it off. How much are you hoping to lose, babe? And do you have any timescales in mind? Also, what, if any, are your struggles when it comes to losing weight? So I'm asking her for some information, more information about her. I haven't actually read this reply yet. So she's put, well, on bottom half, I'm 60 and love to get to a small 14. It's more my tummy. So I'll reply to that. You know, like, so I'll reply to that and I'll relate it to what she said. I'll say, okay, so you roughly looking to lose a dress size on your bottom half. And then I'll tell me about it. You know, like, I might relate something about, like, I've got 2 kids as well, but, like, thankfully I've used the products throughout my pregnancies and stuff. But a lot of people who start the plans and mums wanting to shift some baby weight. So make it, you know, more of a conversation. That's probably what I'll reply. I've let myself go wild on food and I snack a lot. I think it's out of boredom. Not really an exercise person, which doesn't help either. So I'll say to her, like, you know, exercise is really good, but it's not, exercise obviously helps, but it's not essential to lose weight. I'll say, however, we do at-home workout classes. So that might help you get into your fitness a bit. And then, like, if you're snacking a lot, then the boosters might be a really good one for you.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah. And then I'll say to her, so how about I'll send you some information about all the different products. You can have a read through and then we'll go from there. Then she'll probably say, yeah, that sounds great, hun, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And then I would send the generic information.
Yeah.
Once I've had that conversation. So she feels like, and I do care, I'm not doing it so they feel like they care, but, like, she feels like, oh, okay, she's actually taken the time to understand a bit about me.
Yeah.
And actually sending me information tailored to what I want, not what is going to be best for her, or generic information, you know. So then I'll send her the information and leave it at that and for a couple of days. If she doesn't reply, always follow up. So follow up is key. I get most of my orders from following up with people. People forget, life gets in the way. People, I'm just putting that message as unread, otherwise I'll forget to reply to it. You know, so always follow up. So I usually give it 24 hours or so. Like, so if I replied that to her tonight, which I will, and then I don't hear from her tomorrow, I would probably message her on, like, what day is it today? Maybe Wednesday evening. and I'll say something like, "Hi, Han, how are you? Just wondered if you had a chance to read through the information I sent you. Have you got any questions at all?" Always follow up, and it jogs people's memory. Like, "Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I meant to reply." You know, all that kind of stuff.
Should I send that girl that was interested the other day a possible message tomorrow then, see if she might be?
She said she was looking at funds, didn't she?
She said she was checking her funds. Yeah.
So I would, message her and just say, like, you know, just wanted to check in and see if you've got any more questions at all. Just, like, I would love to get you started and like get you, because she's quite a good friend, didn't she? Is she quite a good friend? Did you say?
I was friends for 10 years. She was my best mate, but unfortunately we had a bit of a falling out 4 years ago and we haven't spoke. But she recently added me on Facebook again, and we've just sort of started to get back in contact a little bit. Then obviously she started seeing my posts, and obviously because she always used to say, "Oh, you always used to have such a lovely figure." So we've sort of like trying to rekindle some friendship a little bit, and I think the fact that I'm doing this as well, she's interested in it. So yeah, we're friends for a long time. We were very close, but unfortunately we had boyfriends and things like that got in the way, and you know, she's gone off and had kids, I've had kids, she's married now, you know, so we haven't been in contact for quite a few years. But you know, I'm hoping it's not her way of just trying to sort of get back in contact. I'm hoping she's genuine with that, but you know, we'll see.
I mean, just that sort of message her. Yeah, I'd message her and just say, like, I've just, you know, just wondered if you'd thought any more about it, blah blah blah. And if she's like, "Oh, you know, about the funds," I would just get her on one product. Say, "Okay, well, do you know?" Just say, "Well, when I started, I only started on the shakes. Like, we don't need to worry about boosters at the moment. What we could get you started on the shakes, like I did, and that's what you did, wasn't it? You would only recently added boosters, so most of your results so far have come from shakes.
Yeah.
So you can say that to her, you know, like, and just, you know, and what you've always got to relate it back to the person. So, like, you know, what a lot of people find when they're on the shakes, especially if they're having 2 shakes a day, they're not buying lunch or loads of food for lunch. So actually it can help
save money on that way.
Exactly. So saying to people, if money's an issue, that's what you say. You objection handle by saying things like, well, do you know what? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's the feel, felt, found method, basically. So I know how you feel. I felt the same, but what I found was I was having a shake for lunch every day, and some snacks in between. So actually, I found that I was actually spending less on my food shopping because my lunch was sorted every day, you know, like, and you can kind of, and you think there's 34.75 a month, so that works out. Just over £1 a day. It's not an awful lot of money. And if you say to people, like, you know, it works at just over £1 a day. Like, I used to spend that pop into the, you know, a lot of people have a Costa coffee every single day.
Yeah.
At least £3.
Yeah, and I think that's what's good about this is the fact that you can pay it in installments, because not many people can afford that, you know, that one-off big payment, but they don't really notice it coming out of their account, that little bit every month, do they? It's a lot better to do it that way. You know, I wouldn't have bought the boosters for 80 quid initially, but because it was just like 20 quid a month, I thought, well, I can swallow 20 quid a month, that's fine.
Exactly.
And that's what I find that I think is good about it, and she was quite surprised, I think, that you can do it that way. So yeah, it's good.
So, and it's just using that, but like, you can pay monthly, like, you've got the monthly options. It's just important to remember, by the way, that it doesn't necessarily mean 4 months. Every product you can either pay full or pay monthly. Now, if you religiously have one booster a day, every single day, they're only going to last you 3 months because there's 90 of them. So, but you'd still have to pay for the last instalment. So it's an instalment plan.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a payment plan, but so, and just say that to people if you're having. I mean, this isn't sales at all. I don't think it's promoting and attraction marketing. But the only time it can get a little bit salesy is when you are objection handling. So, like, if somebody says, "Oh no, it's too expensive for me," or somebody says, "No, it's not for me at the moment," like, do a little bit of digging and say, like, "Oh, like, may I ask why?" Like, "Oh, I can't really afford it at the moment." And then that's what, instead of saying, "Oh, okay, no worries," that's when I find it can get having a bit of a sales head on can help, because then you can be like, "Do you know what? Well, I felt that, you know, I was going on maternity leave. I was a bit worried about that. You know, but actually what I found is that I've saved money on my food shopping because I'm having the 2 shakes a day. And like sometimes people might be messaging you and be like wanting capsules and wanting shakes, and they want it all, and then they're like, oh, I can't afford it. And then that might be when your time to turn around to them and say like something like, you know, well, you don't have to do all the products. Like I only started on the shakes. Like I started on the shakes and got really good results just using the shakes. You know, you don't need to have the boosters and the capsules. Yes, they help, don't get me wrong. And as a general rule, the more products people are on, the better. So if you can, I would always take orders for multiple products. Like they're much better. But some people don't want to order multiple products and they can't afford it, and that's absolutely fine. But the more products people are on, the better it is for them, because they're going to get better. They are going to get better results and better benefits. And also it's better for you because you'll make more commission, and it's more points as well, which go towards promotion. So it's better all round if you can if it works out that way. But similarly, if it doesn't, that's absolutely fine as well. So the way you're talking to people, so in that document that you've read, it's got all the information that you can send to potential customers. What I would advise is going through all the italic bits. I would save it to the notes in your phone, basically. And just remember, when you're talking to people, it's about having conversations with them. You want to be able to really make them feel like they're your customer rather than they're just another person you're getting on the product, you know. Like customer service is really important, like, you know, and building relation. And do you know, perfect example is me and you, so and I'm not one that's down people's, but I always checked in with you, didn't I? Asked how things were going and things like that. Now if I hadn't have done that, if you'd have just bought some products off me and then I'd just kind of left you to it, we wouldn't have built any kind of relationship, you know. I wouldn't, and we wouldn't have built any kind of relationship. And because I like to look after my customers and get to know my customers, you know, I was asking about how being a mummy was and how was Logan, and I was because I was genuinely interested, you know. But because we've built that little bit of a relationship, you probably then felt like, actually, do you know what, I'd quite like, from the business point of view, you probably then felt more comfortable being like, actually, I am quite interested. I would quite like to work with Steph and stuff like that. Whereas if I'd have just took your product order and sent you off into the sunset and you never heard from me again, you wouldn't have joined my team because we wouldn't have built a relationship. So, you know, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And that's the nice part, like meeting new people and building relationships with them and helping them on their journey. And when they message you saying, oh my God, I feel so good, like, thank you so much. Well, that's like that's the job satisfaction. That's a really nice part about what we do. So we can make money by helping people get really good results, and that's quite a powerful thing. So anyway, post on social media, which we spoke about. You're talking to people online, which we spoke about. Somebody comes around to you and says that they want to, you always follow up, so we've spoken about that as well. Somebody comes around to you and says, yeah, great, I really want to process an order. I really want to process an order. Literally, I'm going to show you now how to process that order. Now, in that document, that long document you read, tells you on there, that lower down on there, the information you need to get off people to process an order, okay?
Yep.
It is literally, you may or may not remember from when I've done it's
like name, address, telephone number, email address, and national insurance. I think you asked me for as well.
That was for signing up to the business, but
it's that one,
it's name, address, email, phone number, whether they want to pay monthly or upfront, and if they're ordering shakes, whether they want vanilla, chocolate, or a mix.
Right.
All you need from them.
Okay.
Then I'm going to show you what you do next. Okay, so you will have been sent to the logins to your virtual office.
Yeah, I have had a little snoop around actually. I've seen sort of where you need to go, but I'm still sort of obviously learning on it. I thought I'd have a bit of a nose around.
100%. This is your office and it's here to be nosed around. So there are a lot of links, and continue nosing around it. People, I don't use this to my advantage, is not enough. And there are a lot of like mission, all these things, events, basics, helpful links, tools. They are all tools to help you learn and grow your knowledge about this business and your knowledge on how to do this business. So they're all there for you. I'm not going to go through them all with you now because it's just, you can do that in your own time.
Yep.
Don't worry about PB, POB team promo. Until you are a certain position, you do not need to know about this. When you get to that position, I'll talk to you about it then. Okay, so don't worry about that. A lot of this, yours will be blank at the moment. So all you need to know is really how to amend a customer order and process a customer order. So somebody says, I want to order some shakes and berry capsules. You've got their information. You come onto your virtual office and you've got two options up here. Submit Juice Plus order and submit Child's Health Study order. The Child's Health Study is what I spoke about on that product training, where you order the shake. When you order the premium capsules or the fruit and veg capsules, you get the fruit and veg chews for free for your children.
Right.
Which I know you said when you were quite interested in doing once Logan was a bit older and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was good.
So you do get them completely free. The only thing is you are committed to a year, so you are then a customer for a year, but you only receive every 4 month batch. You still receive them in 4 month batches, but for a year. So you'll receive 3 lots basically every 4 months for a year. You'll receive them. So if you get one of those orders, it's a really good. I don't promote it enough. I really need to start promoting it more. You click this one, okay? Anything else, it's just here.
Okay.
By the way, if this goes in one ear and out the other, and when it comes to processing your order, you're like, crap, I can't remember anything Steph says, do not worry. You message me. We'll have a quick phone call. We'll go for it together. So this training call isn't a right. Now I've gone through with you.
That's it. Now you're on your own.
You often go and do it. That's not what this is about at all. But it is important that I've shown you. So that you get to the point of doing it and you're thinking, oh, okay, I quite remember. When I do go through it with you again, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, it's familiar, you know?
Yep, that's fine.
Really self-explanatory. If they're paying 4 months, you put that. If they're paying in full, you click that.
Yep.
Got all the products here: premium capsules, fruit and veg capsules, berry capsules.
Yep.
Omegas aren't launched properly until October, so we'll talk about a bit more about them when they've launched. You've got the premium chews, fruit and veg chews, berry chews, the vanilla shakes, the chocolate shakes, a mix box, so 3 pouches of each.
Yep, that's the one I had, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't quite remember. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, we now do combi boxes, which again I don't really promote. I need to promote more of these other things. So we are now doing. They do cost a bit more money, but they're coming. You can get the, oh, for goodness sake, the powder in single serve sachets now. So they've got a full scoop in them.
Okay.
But you get
basically like taking them on the go, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what they're good for. You get 4 pouches of shake, the pouches, and then you get 30 single serves. Okay?
Right. Okay.
They're worth more points, so to you they're worth more commission. So a combi box is worth £16 to you, whereas what you got would have been worth £14.40 to you. So they're worth a bit more to you.
Yep.
They do cost the customer a bit more money, however, because of the extra packaging, I suppose. I will send you a price list. I'll WhatsApp it to you as soon as we finish this call, so you've got prices to go by. The prices on the products don't include VAT, so don't quote. The shakes, that is what you pay, because shakes are classed. Oh, actually, that will be the same with this as well. Because they're classed as a food, we don't pay VAT on food. So that's why they're right. But the capsules and things like that, don't ever quote prices off here, okay?
Right, okay, that's fine.
So that's another combi. The vanilla combi, chocolate combi, and then a mixed combi box.
Yep.
Fruit bars, chocolate bars, 30 of each. Soups, and at the bottom there you've got boosters. Okay. So the products.
What do you mean by one-time shipment under each?
Yeah, I was just about to go through.
All right, that's fine.
Always, when back in the day, there's the option on our virtual office to order it on a one-time shipment, or which is where it's not on a reorder basis or on a reorder basis. So when I started for nearly 4 years ago, everything was one-time shipment. So shakes were always one-time shipment, one-time shipment, one-time shipment. And what happens was we got no alerts in our office that people were coming to the end of their programs. People were coming to the end of their programs. Nobody was knowing about it. And then they were falling off. So basic customer retention was really, really low. Okay. Now we always order on a reorder basis. Now that does not mean, so I would have put your order for as a reorder more than likely, does not mean you are automatically receiving another box. It does not mean that at all. I'll show you, but basically we get a notification in our office to tell us that the reorder's due to be shipped. And then you've got 10 days to contact the customer, find out if they want it or not, and if they don't want it, you cancel it, basically. At the click of a button. It's simple. They're not tied into any contracts or anything. Okay. The reorder basis, good thing about it is that it's basically a prompt to get in contact with that customer. So they come to you and say, yes, I want them, or no, I don't. Now, if they turn around to you and say, no, I don't want them, you've then got a conversation starter. Like, for instance, I messaged somebody the other day. I'll show you. Where is she? I'll just show you exactly what you can do, like how this works. She was quite short with me, to be fair, but so this is what I put. So, hi babe, how are you? How's everything going? She's changed her name on Facebook. I couldn't find her for ages, so that's what I'm saying. Took ages to try a message to check in, but I couldn't find you because of your surname doesn't come up, lol. Found you now though, but I thought you might have deactivated Facebook. How is everything going, babe? I just wanted to let you know that I've had a notification that you're due to receive your next batch of shakes and capsules soon, being dispatched on the 23rd. Just wanted to check in and see if you were okay to receive them. She's put, hey, I meant to say no more money, etc. She's basically saying, no, I don't want them because of money. And I thought, oh, okay, babe. Did you want me to postpone them and then message again in a few months' time? She's put, sure, thanks. So instead of cancelling the order, I've postponed the shipment. And in a couple of months, I'll message her again and say, hi, hon, remember when we spoke a couple of months ago? So I haven't lost the customer. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. But like you say, she was a bit short with you, and it's difficult, isn't it? Because I would get the ump. I'm like,
I was a bit like, we've had loads of conversations with her. But then also, like, for instance, there we go. And this Carlo was another one. I said the same thing. Hi, Carlo. Just had a notification your next batch of shakes is due to be shipped on Monday. Just wanted to check in to see if you were okay to receive them. Not yet, Steph. We still have 1.5 pouches left. We'll let you know when Dawn gets low. That's his wife, when she gets low. And I put, okay, love, no worries. Would you like me to postpone for a month or so and message you again when to see where we're at? And he put, yes, please, thanks, Beth. I put, all done. We'll message when it comes up again. So again, instead of, if that wasn't on a reorder basis, that would have just fallen off. Now, I know that they've got a month and a half, a shaped pouch and a half, so I postponed that for 2 months, I think.
And you'll put a reminder to yourself, will you, then, after that point?
In my office, my virtual office will do it for me.
Ah, okay.
So, I'll show you.
Okay.
So now, if you see it says I've got 4 new alerts, you have 5 personal preferred customers whose next shipment date is within the next 10 days. So when any orders due to be shipped, including any postponed orders, it will come up in here. So this girl, for instance, Steph Stroud, she wanted boosters. Her reorders come up. I messaged her the same thing. You okay to receive your next shipment? She said, yes, I'd love them. Thank you. Could you change the address though? She's asked me to change the address that they're being sent to.
Right.
A new job. So I said, yeah, perfect. So I've gone on here. I've clicked change name and address information. I amended it to this information here. And then I'll leave that and that will just get sent out to her now automatically. Okay. If I didn't if it was on a one-time shipment, that order would have fallen off. And would she have messaged me to say that she wanted some more? Maybe not. But now I'm guaranteed that she's going to have more now. So it's a really good way of doing it. Now, if they don't want it, you literally click cancel existing customer. It asks you to select a reason, and then that's it. They won't receive a new box.
Okay.
10 days if you're using your office regularly, and don't forget you'll have 10 days from when you'll have 4 months from when you process your first order before you need to worry about this. But as long as once you get 4 months into the business, you're regularly checking this bit, you won't ever miss anything. And if you do miss it and it does get sent out, it's not the end of the world. Juice Plus are really, really good.
Sorry, just quickly, after those 10 days, if I don't respond and say either cancel order, postpone order, or put one through, it'll automatically go, will it, in 10 days?
It will go, yes.
Right, okay.
So it's a really good customer retention tool, but yes, oh my God, no, sorry, hang on. It will go.
Yeah.
It has happened to me before where just I'm a human being. Like sometimes we do make mistakes. I've just messaged them and said, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I've missed your notification. And literally, if they refuse delivery of it, it will get sent straight back to head office. They get a refund. So the only way and even if it gets delivered to them, we phone up head office. Head office will send them a free returns label, and then they take it to post office and send it back. If you've spent 4 months building up a relationship with customers, they're not ever. It has happened to me. They're never angry. Do you know what I mean? Like they're always like, oh, okay, it's a bit annoying, but okay, cool, that's fine.
At the end of the day, if someone knows they're going to get their money back, they're not going to worry, are they?
As long as they don't use the products. If they use the products, they don't get their money back, obviously. If they don't use the products, they will get their money back.
Yeah.
The only downside to it is it's free for the customer to send their products back. However, we do get charged £8.50. So just know that it's an expensive mistake to make. We pay for them to send it back, not the company. So it's £8.50 comes out of our wages, basically. It doesn't come out of your bank account or anything like that, but it gets deducted from your wages. So just be on it. But it's such a good, trust me, you'll be getting more customer reorders by having these alerts coming up in your office. But it's just getting into a good, if you're really active in the business and stuff, then you'll always be on and off your office anyway. So, and 10 days is a long time to not see something.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm just going to show you how to process an order. So we're going to order premium capsules and we're going to order some vanilla shakes. Literally, you just add them to the cart.
Okay.
It's like online shopping, honestly. It's the easiest thing in the world.
Yep.
I'm just moving you out of the way. There we go. Check out. You enter in their details here.
Yep.
It will automatically fill it in here.
Okay. So obviously check that the billing address is the same as the shipping address.
Yeah, it has to. So the information has to be the same. So the shipping address has to be the same. So if you had said to me, I want it shipped to my work, for instance, I would work address in the shipping information. It would automatically put your work address here, which might not be your billing address, but it doesn't matter. They have to be the same address.
Oh, right, okay.
It won't.
Yeah, mine billing and shipping address would be different, but as long as you put the shipping address in, and it doesn't matter if it goes into the billing.
No.
Yep, I'm with you. Okay, that's fine.
Put their card details in.
Yep.
You click continue.
Mm-hmm.
It will come up with a summary screen, which is literally you check that you've literally before you
everything correct sort of thing.
Yeah, and then you click process order and add customer to address book. Another little box will come up. You just click OK. That's just to say, do you want us to give you notifications? Blah blah blah. You click OK, and that's an order done.
Bloody hell, is it really that easy?
That easy.
Lovely. Okay, that's fine.
Really, when I did, and I don't want you to see yourself as money, but when I did your shake order, that's all I did, and that earned me £14.40.
Okay.
Okay, so it's literally as easy as that. I've already shown you how to cancel and amend an order.
Yep.
That's how you do it. You get the notifications. There are other ways you can search if you need to. You can go into My Customers and edit customer account, etc., etc. But again, when things come up, we'll talk about them as and when. We don't need to know the ins and outs of a duck's bum.
No.
Okay.
So just one more question I've got.
Yeah.
Obviously, now that I know how to do it, if I wanted some more boosters, I could order it myself now and then.
Order it, don't, yeah, you won't order through me anymore, you do your own orders.
But would I then, I'm technically making commission on my own order, is that right?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh.
It's a bit annoying that you decided after you'd ordered the boosters, because if
Yeah.
you
No,
said no, because I've
Mm.
spoken to you about it before and you'd said no, you know, otherwise I would have said, like, well, if you're thinking of joining the team, like, you don't put your order through me, like, you do it yourself.
Well, yeah,
No,
that's right, because I received my little pack and my book and everything.
you got it.
Yeah.
So yes, that's how you process an order. The only other thing you really need to know is where you can get testimonials from and what we do with the customer now, and then we're done. So
Testimonials was all in your Facebook thing.
the MHH Guide to Success. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they are MHH testimonials, really good ones to start off with, because you're going to be talking about MHH, My Health Hub, blah blah blah. So then you can carry it with MHH testimonials. So use those. Anyone that's in there, you can feel free to use. When you're posting testimonials, just remember less is more sometimes. So if you're posting a testimonial and it's just long-winded, copied and paste testimonial about the full testimonial, people don't read it. You've got to think how quickly people scroll through social media. You want your post to catch their eyes. You want it to be colourful. That's why I'm using emojis as a really good thing.
Yep.
I always just summarise what the testimonial says. I say what products they're on, what results they've got, and and in how long, basically. So if it's a skin testimonial, I'll say things like, I love a skin testimonial. Products are about so much more than weight loss. Look how much Laura's skin has changed in just 4 months on our berry capsules. Done. You don't need to put in, she used to suffer really badly with loads and loads of acne and blah 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 blah. Like,
these people that mind obviously you sharing that on there, do you sort of send them a message and say, is it all right to share, or you'll check to make sure the testimonial says that it's okay to share?
So you're so on the ball. MHH Guide to Success just use, because they're people in the team or the team's customers. So they've put it's in there. It's got permissions. You don't need to ask.
Oh, right. Okay.
And a much bigger, because obviously we're only a certain size, and although we've got loads of testimonials, they will dry up, and a lot of them are weight loss as well, weight loss, skin or hair. Now our is so much more than just weight loss, skin and hair. So you already remember. So this is the testimonials group that you'll get loads more on, okay? But they won't necessarily be MHH testimonials. In fact, most of them aren't. Please share if you wish. Some people have put, okay, so feel free to share. So you wouldn't need to ask her. Some people out of politeness will put, thank you so much for allowing us to share. Mm-hmm. If they don't give permission to share, I would look in the comments, and usually they've given permission for about 1,000 other people to
okay
with it. If they've not given permission to share in the comments, and they have not given permission to share at the top here, always just comment saying, do you mind if I share? But most of them, they've been on it for so long now, most of them give you permission to share. Oh my God, I'm having really painful tightenings.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, let's hope I'm not in labour. It's fine. Right, so and this one is really good for, like, if you're looking for something specific. So if somebody says to you, can these products help with my eczema, for instance, you can't turn around to them and say, oh my God, yeah, they're going to help you with your eczema.
No.
A lot of people have really, really, really good eczema results on them. However, we can't scientifically say that they're going to help. We can't guarantee. So we can't make medical claims. We can't say, take this product, they're going to help you with your eczema. However, what you can say is, do you know what? I've seen loads of testimonials about how these products have helped people with eczema. Let me send you a couple to have a read through. And then you let them make up their mind based on what they see.
Right. Okay.
You need to take these capsules. They're going to cure your eczema.
Yeah.
You can search ECZEMA. Eczema is one of those words I have to spell out as I write it. You can search this group. So if you want to put up a specific testimonial, or you want to, somebody's asking specifically about eczema, you can type it in and all these eczema testimonials will come up.
Right, okay.
That's what this one's really good for. So obviously, like I said, it's important to show a variety of different results, not just weight loss. And this page is really good for getting a variety of different testimonials. So yeah, that's where you get different testimonials from. So
right.
Right, the only other thing I really need to talk to you about, for now. Oh look, that's my little niece there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's I'm my godmum on Sunday. Yes.
Oh.
Oh. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you get customers, you posting all these lovely things on social media. Social media looks bright, colourful, like you're posting regularly. You're having good conversations with people. People want to buy products. You process their order. What do you do next? Okay, so very, very, very simple. You add them to the My Health Hub support group.
Okay.
So you literally add them in it, and then there's this video at the top, and you tag them in the pinned posts on it. Okay, so you literally just tag them, welcoming them. You tag them, welcoming them into the group, basically, and then they've got access. The more you use this group, the better, because if your customers see you using it, they'll use it more.
Yep.
And then it just has that knock-on effect. And obviously people who are in this group who help other people regularly and who are really sort of good voices in the group, they're always really good people to contact about the business side of things as well, but we'll talk about that more another time.
Yeah.
So literally you add them to the My Health Hub support group. There is also...
It with me, wasn't it?
It was you what, sorry?
When I bought the shakes, that's what you did with me initially, and I thought, oh, this is good. And then obviously started to see lots of people's posts and things, because that's just a private little group, isn't it, between everybody that's bought it. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah. There is also a page called the MHH Logins. Now this, I haven't added you to yet because I just wanted to talk you through it before I did. This group is literally, everybody gets a login to the website.
Yep.
The logins are done manually, okay? So they are done, I have to do them manually. So this is how I know who I need to do a login for. You literally you don't tag the customer or anything. You literally just put the customer's name and their email address. And then when I've done their login, it will say done. Well, Holly done them last, but let's see done. So you'll know that they've had a login set up for them.
Right, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
That's literally any customer you get, you put their name and email address in this group, and then I will get round, when I sit down to do my batch of logins, I will set them up with a login.
And then is it down to me to then send them the login information?
No, it gets sent automatically to them.
Ah, right, okay.
All you need to do is this. You don't need to do anything. Add their name and email address to this. You don't need to do anything else.
Okay.
You then do them again, which you've probably seen on my Facebook. A thank you for your order post, okay? No, that wasn't a thing. So literally, you would have seen these. Now, there are loads of them in the MHH Guide to Success group.
Okay.
That you can use. Any you see me posting, just use them. I want to make some more autumny ones. There you go. So that was a Naomi, your delicious chocolate complete has been ordered. I've emailed. So anything like this that you see, again, you don't need to spend loads of time making these. Like there are loads kicking about. There is loads in the MHH Guide to Success page, Facebook page. Any you see on my Facebook, just save them to your camera roll, so you've just got them.
Yep.
So you tag them in a little welcome post. Now, I don't ask people if they're okay for me to tag them. Some people do, I don't. If they don't like it, they just untag themselves. Now, what a lot of people do is if they don't want to be tagged on Facebook, they will say to you, I don't want it to be on my social media, and I will put up a secret squirrel one. So I will still put something up. I won't just not put anything up. I will still put something up, but I just won't tag anybody. I'll say that they're my secret squirrel.
Yeah.
And then after that, the only other thing is emailing the program stuff to them.
Yep.
which in that document that you've read,
Yep.
there is one of the last things is the what you'd put in the body of an email, basically to somebody.
Yep.
Again, like those things that are written in there, you can just use them word for word, or you can do your own. As long as you're using the right correct information, you can do your own as well. So you can like change the wording if you want to. Completely up to you.
Okay.
Now, all of the MHH programs are on Dropbox. Do you have Dropbox on your phone?
No.
So you might want to download Dropbox. It's just a file sharing.
Okay.
I don't want you to show me around Dropbox. How do I get rid of that? Right, so literally you've got all the programs. So can you remember when you ordered products off me, I emailed you the shake program, a recipe book, a shake recipe book, top document. It's basically that. So all you do is you go into your emails, and then from Dropbox, you attach the various programs. So you attach the relevant program. So depending on what they've ordered, you'll attach the relevant program. You would always attach the recipe book, the top tips, eating out guide, the shake recipe book as well, which I don't know why it's not showing up in here. Oh, shake recipe book, there it is.
Yep.
And then you just email it to them, and literally that's it. I know it does sound like a lot because I've been talking for ages, but when it go into practice, it's really, really, really simple. And it just becomes like second nature, really. But yeah, one thing I will say is obviously we've got the MHH Shake program, the capsule program, the booster program. Sometimes people order more than one product. So sometimes they'll order shakes and capsules, for instance. You wouldn't need to send them the shake program and the capsule program because the information is the same except the first page. But what you'd do is send them the shake program because look, if you have a look, it says on here, capsules. If you've purchased our capsules, you should take 2 of each blend every morning with a large glass of water. Okay. Yeah. So it does say about them. The only one it doesn't say about is boosters. Oh, hang on. But if they've ordered, say, shakes, oh shit. Hang on. If they've ordered shakes and boosters, there is the booster how-to. I don't know why it's not coming up. It comes up when it's not on the laptop. It comes up. I'm not sure why, but on my phone it comes up. There's the booster how-to, which is basically how to take the boosters. So you just attach the shake program, the booster how-to, etc., etc. But again, when you get your first customer, say to me, Steph, what out of that Dropbox file, what program shall I put on?
Yeah, obviously, although we've gone, like you say, we've gone through the training today, I'll probably still message you when I get, if I do eventually get a customer and then want to buy something, I'll be like, right, just roughly just go through the steps. So 100%,
and that's what I'm here for, and that's like, this is so that it's not so alien, and literally when you send it to the important stuff for now is that you're posting the right kind, that you're getting your social media, you're promoting on social media, putting the right type of things and it looks attractive, and that you're having good conversations with people. That's anything after that we can do together.
Yeah.
Even if you're having a conversation with somebody and you're like, Steph, I don't know how to reply to this, like you can screenshot things to me and I can help you put replies together. Do you know what I mean? You're not on your own, like, at all. It's obviously important that I've shown you through all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But literally, like, when you get your first customer, say to you, Steph, I've got my first customer. I remember that I've got to add them to the support group. What else have I got to do? I can't remember. And I'll be like, right. You add their name and email address to your MHH logins. Do you know what I mean? And I can just send you a little list, and then you'll say, "Yeah, got it. I remember when that's jogged my memory from the call." So all of those little things, even processing an order. If you can't, it's pretty straightforward. But if you can't remember how to process an order, just message me and say, "I'm really sorry, Steph, I can't remember." And it's fine. We'll talk it through. The important things is that you're attracting potential customers, and you're having the good, building relationship with customers, having good conversation with customers. They're the things we need to nail. The rest of it will come once you've done it 2 or 3 times. You'll be like, oh yeah, it's second nature now.
Yeah, sounds good.
Literally, that's it.
Brilliant.
I know it sounds like there's a lot, but honestly, once you get into it, it's really not. The simple parts of it is post with intent. So like, like you want to post and to try and attract people. So you want to make sure things are attractive. You want to make sure you post at the good times of day. And don't forget that this is a numbers game. So like literally, the more people you've got on your social media, the more people are going to see your posts. The more you're posting, the more people are going to see it. It's a numbers game. So if you're posting once a day and you're doing that and you've got 100 people on social media, your business is going to be a slow grower. If you're posting, 3, 4, 5 times a day and you're adding to your network every single day and you're getting more and more people on your social media, your business is going to build a lot more. Like most of my customers now are people who, I would say probably 70% of my customers are people who I've added on social media. So it is like, and again, that's something that can feel quite alien to people initially, but that's something you get used to as well. But yeah, I mean, there are like what we call DMOs. So I'll briefly talk to you. I mean, have you got any questions at the moment? Sorry.
No, not at the moment. No.
Does it make sense? Does everything I've said make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Yep. It's all going in.
The only other thing that I would say is about having a DMO. So a DMO is a daily method of operation. Now, the quicker you get into doing your DMO, the better, really. So I mean, obviously my DMO is quite long. They're your non-negotiables. They're your business building tasks, basically, your income producing activity. So for instance, when you're first starting out, like you are, I would say initially start reconnecting with people who you've known from back in the day, as in adding old school friends, adding old work colleagues and things like that onto your social media. So you're building your network, basically. Spend a little bit of time every now and again. So one of my DMOs is I add 40 people to my social media a day. That's quite a lot. You don't need to do that many, especially not at the beginning. But I know it's a numbers game. So I know that out of those 40 a day, probably between 8 and 12 will accept me. The rest of them either won't accept me or don't get my friend request. I don't add random people. I add friends of friends. So the way I do it is I go onto my friends list. I scroll down. I look for somebody who I haven't seen much of on social media. I'll go onto their Facebook, I'll like and comment on a few of their recent stuff, and then I'll go onto their friends list and I will add anybody I've got 10 or more friends any women I've got 10 or more friends in common with, I'll add them. And I do add 40 people a day. Okay, so you might want to start by doing 10 or something like that, and then you'll probably find that 2 or 3 will accept you. Then every day you are building your potential audience, potential customer. 2 people, 2 or 3 people.
Clever how it's done, really.
Then the more confident you get in it, and the more, then you'll probably up that. You'll probably start being like, right, I'm now going to start adding 20, 30, whatever, So again, and what I'm telling you, by the way, this is all guidelines. These are all things that are tried, tested, and worked. They're not things you have to do. You don't have to do anything, but if you want this to really grow, they're things that I would definitely suggest doing. I also, on my DMO, I make sure I comment on 5 people's posts every day. So, when you're scrolling through social media, scrolling through Facebook, and you think, somebody's just had a baby, for instance, I will make sure I make a point of commenting saying, oh, hon, congratulations, I'm really, really happy for you, but, blah, blah, blah. I'll make sure I comment on it. Or if somebody's got a dress on and I'm like, oh, and I think to myself, oh God, I really like that dress, I'll make a point of commenting saying, I really love that dress, where's it from, or something like that, because I am networking with people, I'm talking to people. I don't lie. I don't be like, oh, I really like that dress. If really I'm thinking that dress is bloody ugly. I don't lie. It's genuine stuff. Or, people put up happy birthdays for their kids. I'll always make a point of commenting. I don't just I comment and I say things like, oh, happy birthday. I hope you all have a lovely day together. Just nice stuff like that. And the other really important DMO at the moment is chasing likes. Really important, and it's a really, you'll have a lot of conversation with people from doing it. So at the end of every day or the beginning of every day for the day before, however you want to do it, go back through your posts that day. Let me show you an example. I'll share my screen with you again. Go back through your posts from that day and see who's liked it. Now, so out of those, they're either my customers or team members. So Anne-Marie Ingmere, she's not a customer, she's not in the team, so I'll drop her a little message saying, hi Anne-Marie, thank you so much for your like on, I've got a generic message that I send to people that I'll send over to you.
Yep.
Anything that's like this, like my little girl isn't a little girl anymore, I won't message these people because there's nothing to do with my business, but especially things like testimonials, I'll have a look, I'll click on who's liked that. So of that, who could I message from this? Larissa Ayerson, she's actually the one who messaged me anyway. Vicky Summers, she's not a customer of mine, so I'll message her and I'll send her this generic message that said, hi Han, how are you? Just wanted to say thank you so much for your like on my recent Facebook post. You probably don't know this, but because of the way Facebook works, it really helps my business when people interact on my posts. So I really appreciate it. Just wondered if you'd like some, would you like some more information about MHH and what it is that we do? I'd love to share it with you if you did. That's all it says. Some people ignore me. Some people get back to me and say, I love seeing your posts. They're so positive. I'm not interested in what you're doing, but I love seeing your customer results. Some people turn around and say, yes, tell me more. I've never had a negative response from doing that. And it's really important because you'll start off a load of conversations with people.
Yes.
So that is another DMO. So that's something I do every day. Just go back through your Facebook and message the people who have interacted on your post. I'll send you that generic message.
Okay, lovely. Yeah, be great.
So yeah, but I mean, we can build on DMOs. We can talk more about DMOs when we get together and things like that. But let's just get you getting some interest, basically.
That's great. No, it sounds good. Definitely, it all makes sense what you're saying and everything. And yeah, I've just got to start, like you say, getting used to sort of obviously posting a bit more and doing it at the right times of the day. But no, it's brilliant. Brilliant. I'm looking forward to sort of getting it started, really.
Do you know what as well? You've got so much common sense. Like, you just seem to get it. It just seems like it's falling into place. Like your the messages that you sent over to me, I was like, this is like, this is really good. Like, I think, I think you just get it. And you've already said some things like, oh, do I need to ask permission for the pictures? Like, you're already thinking like that anyway. You're thinking like a distributor. Like, you're going to have absolutely no problem with getting your business off the ground. So, and we will work together, Amy. So any questions you have at all, message me. If you want me to look over a message before you send it to somebody, message me. If you're struggling answering a message me. If you've forgotten something, message me. Like, I'm here to support you. You are never going to be bugging me or annoying me or getting, that's what I'm here for. And I like working with my team. I like building relationships with my team. And the more we speak, the easier it is and the better relationship we'll have. The better we'll work together, the better that your business will grow as well. So.
No, brilliant. It's good. It's good to know. And I appreciate that. I mean, obviously, I know you're going to be going, obviously, and having a third baby and that, so I don't want to pester you too much when little one comes out. But no, it's good. It's good to know that I've obviously got you there that I can come to. And
100%. I've got a team WhatsApp. I won't add you in right now, or we'll maybe give it a week or so, and then I'll add you into our team WhatsApp as well. And I'll start introducing you to with some of the other girls. There is people are always willing to help.
Because I'll go to them just while you're off for a little bit, and yeah.
To be honest, I'm going to be online. Like, I might not respond to things as quickly. I might not be as happy. Do you know what I mean? I might not respond to things. I'm not having like a maternity leave as such, where I'm not going to be, you've got to speak to my PA about everything. Not that I've got a PA, but do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be off the scenes.
Yeah.
I might be a little bit quieter, but I'm not going to be gone. So, and it won't be very long either. So honestly, don't worry about that. I'm quite I'm quite established with this. This is kind of part of this. This is like feeding the kids. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just I do it all from home and around me anyway. So I physically wouldn't. I think I'd go stir crazy if I actually took a step back. I'd be like, oh my god, I'd lost one of the kids or something. Do you know what I
mean? Bless you.
But it's been so nice. I'm sorry, I'm aware I've kept you quite a long time. But it's been so nice going through everything with you, and I'm so pleased that you know that you're excited. I'm really excited for you as well. I think.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to sort of getting that. I mean, just getting the customer obviously started to talk yesterday. That friend of mine, I was like, oh, I said someone's showing an interest. You know, it is. You get a bit of a buzz out of it, don't you?
I'll up with her in a couple of days or so, and just roll with it. And if she says no. One thing I will say is like it's not for everybody. Like, you know, some people won't want to do the products or won't be what they thought it was or whatever. That's fine. Like, it's absolutely fine. But as long as you just carry on, sharing a lot of you is really going to help. So like, you know, like what you're doing, and personal testimonials will always get more interaction than somebody else's testimonial. Always, as fact.
Okay.
So, brilliant.
Yeah. No, it's good. Well, thanks very much for your time tonight. I really appreciate it. And look forward to getting started and everything.
Let me know if you need anything at all, Amy, yeah?
Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's a shame you've got to do all this again for that other girl now.
It's quite a long thing to do. But it'll be fine.
You've recorded it. Just send her the video.
We'll send her the video. No, it's fine. That's why I just thought, it makes sense to do it together.
Yeah. No, I can see now why you wanted to do it that way, but it is what it is. No, I really appreciate it. Thanks very much. But
you're very welcome, my love. And let me know if you need anything at all.
Will do. No worries. Well, you look after that little one in your stomach, won't you? You feeling all right?
Yeah, my stomach's really hard. Like, I'm not entirely sure I'm not in labour, but I'm sure it'll pass.
Oh God.
God's sake.
Oh, bless you. Might come early.
That's all the excitement. It's maybe going to labour. No.
Well, best of luck with that. Jesus, one was enough.
But I'll speak to you later, babe.
Yeah, no worries. You take care. I'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Bye.